This may not look like anything out of the ordinary, but not that long ago, this was. Until.
He looked directly at me and said, "Matthew, what are you trying to do?" I said, "I don't understand." He said, "What are you trying to do?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Are you trying to integrate the bowling center?" I said, "What's wrong with it?"
Matthew Bacote first walked into Star Lane's bowling alley on October 16, 1959. Little did he know he'd changed the bowling alley and with it, the whole county.
I walked in and interviewed for a job.
He got the job as a custodian, but was soon offered another job as the night manager. He didn't jump at the opportunity.
We talked about how a Negro should handle a job for the first time where you're servicing white people and they're not accustomed to it.
He finally said yes, knowing he'd be the only black man allowed in the building. At the time, segregation was the norm, from schools to lunch counters to water fountains to bowling alleys. Who could use what depended on your race. So Matthew got a big idea.
Sundays, this bowling center's closed. Wow.
He asked his boss, how about Sunday night, allowing some black players to bowl? Eventually, he convinced that boss to give it a try, but it came with a big condition.
If you bring some of your good friends out on Sunday evening, when they're in, lock the door, make sure you don't open it for anybody else, and never allow a white person to come in.
And did his friends come?
Yes, they did. We had 12 lanes the first night, and only one or two knew anything about bowling. The second Sunday night, we had 24 lanes. It boiled down to 24 lanes of Negroes bowling at Star Lane Bowling Center.
One night, he looked out and saw some white bowlers wanting to come in.
White men bowling on Sunday night with a house full of Negro people bowling at the same time. I was told never to allow it to happen.
But he did secretly let them in.
The first black men, I guess, that came in bowl.
Yes.
They're surrounded by a bunch of these white guys.
They were. Yes, sir.
And kept letting them in, black and white, every Sunday night until his boss finally found out.
He said, "Matthew," he said, "you know what you've done?" I said, "No, sir." He said, "You just integrated the bowling center."
It was a game changer for the entire area.
This was the first of public accommodation in Buncombe County that was integrated. Lunch counter, membership, and bowling.
Soon, the Chamber of Commerce wanted his help integrating the city and the county, becoming a model for cities all over the South.
The move here at the bowling center set the tone.
Recently, the local Chamber of Commerce decided to honor the 92-year-old Korean war vet.
We've got to have 100% performance every day.
In the years following his time at Star Lanes, he also managed the first and largest black-owned manufacturing business in Asheville. It was yet one more way he changed people's thinking and their lives.
Everything that I touch, I look for an opportunity to make it better between people.
And so his portrait will now hang on their wall, a testament to a man who understood it all begins with two people bowling side by side. In Asheville, Charles Perez, News 13.